Prince William County school bus employee Lizette Romero said 13-year-old Lexie Glover got on her school bus and said, "If someone doesn't help me, my mother is going to kill me." Lexie's mother, Alfreedia Gregg-Glover, pled guilty today in Prince William County Court for charges of felony murder, filing a false police report, and felony child abuse. The details that came out in this case are rather chilling. Prosecutors say Lexie woke her mom up around 1 a.m. on January 7th, but her mother told her to go back to bed. Later that morning at 7 a.m., Lexie again woke her mother up and said she was not feeling well. Alfreedia Glover then again dismissed her ailment, got in the shower, and when she got out of the shower, Lexie was missing. Alfreedia went outside and found her daughter on the ground in the backyard. Prosecutors then said Glover put Lexie in her car and drove her to a nearby hospital. But when they got there, they didn't go in. Glover drove on to Prince William Parkway, on toward Woodbridge, and then drove her to the creek where she left Lexie for dead.
No question, a lot of mistakes were made in this case by the Department of Social Services as well as the Police Department. Both agencies have taken steps to correct that, and I hope it will never happen again.
This case began earlier this year when on January 7th, Gregg-Glover reported Lexie missing from the Central Library in Manassas. Police became concerned when they learned that Lexie suffered from severe autism and sickle cell anemia. Police personnel and volunteer search and rescue crews fanned out across the Manassas area in a desperate search for Lexie. 2 days later, she was found in a shallow Woodbridge creek behind a slew of government offices. From the start, Alfreedia Gregg-Glover wasn't a suspect in this case. 2 days after her daughter was found in the shallow creek, she invited reporters and television cameras into her home, making a desperate plea for anyone with information in the death of her 13-year-old daughter to come forward. The next night, police were back at her house, only this time they were focused on her, searching her cars, searching her house. By the night's end, she was facing charges in the death of Lexie Glover. After Glover had been charged, neighbors and bus drivers who said they saw Lexie being abused came forward. They said they called police and social services many times, only to have the reports fall on deaf ears.
You make the comment that you don't want the children to fall through the cracks. Well, Lexie fell through a gaping hole, which social services made for her. We made the report that we saw her being put in a trunk, and as they stated in the courtroom, it was seen a second time. A person saw someone where the trunk was partially opened. How many times does someone have to see that and repeat that over and over? We're talking about a child here.